The Nintendo Switch has been blessed with one of the biggest game libraries on any platform. So with all that freaking good content, there's gotta be a few stinkers. And no, I'm not talking about these silly boys. I'm talking about the half-baked bargain bin crimes against gaming that have worn their way on the Nintendo eShop. There's a whole toilet overflowing with poopy games on there like Raccoon Adventure, Animal City Simulator, 3D Farm Super Deluxe. This meme-ified creature has a game. Good thing it's 98% off and only 37 cents. What the? The game starts out with a playable raccoon in a cave, and right away we see the minimal textures and resolution, and the camera movement looks so gross. Look how choppy it is. Everything is just chugging and it feels horrible on my eyes. If they were going for the feeling you'd have after dumpster diving at Denny's after 3 a.m., they've absolutely nailed it. Let's move forward. You can sprint and jump, and the animations themselves don't look bad, but I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. I keep trying to sprint past these wolves, but that's not really doing anything. Oh, we gotta make it to this checkpoint. Except we can't because the dumb wolves are clobbering me whenever I try to walk past. It literally took me forever just to get to this log to sneak past these wolves. We can do a little platforming and try to dodge this dummy over here. Okay, so apparently raccoons can pick up and throw rocks. Here I'm thinking these guys are harmless. They're evolving. It might seem like I haven't played this title for long, but I've been playing it over and over again, trying to get past this section, and every time I play, it's either I die from the wolves trying to get to the first log, or I die shortly after because I'm trying to aim and throw the stupid rock. And I can't stand the horrible camera jitteriness any longer. So let's leave this one in the dumpster where it belongs. We better get to the next game. Let's try one of the 6,000 parking games on Switch. Why are there so many garbage vehicle parking simulators in the first place? Who thought of this? We should make this a game. Let's choose this one. Car Parking Madness School Drive Mechanic Car Games 2023. Oh look, also 98% off. Today's my lucky day. Help me please. This isn't like the fun party games you're used to, like You Suck at Parking. It's literally just... This game is a simple parking game where you have to get from point A to point B, and oh boy, this game looks awful. Again, I shouldn't be expecting much for under $1, but still, I could buy a Coke for more than this. When I saw the trailer for this game, it looked a lot better than this. Seriously, look at this trailer. Full on lies. These are pre-rendered cutscenes. Maybe there's a PC version that looks better, but this is absolute bad. Actually hopping into the game, we see a few things that scream why this game only costs 11 cents. The textures are lifeless and flatter than a parking lot, and there's insanely repetitive music that constantly loops. And it's a broken loop. Just listen. The text isn't a constant size, and getting into gameplay, well, it's actually not too bad. The gameplay isn't horrible. I can definitely see the appeal of going through stages in your car as the parking obstacles get harder and harder. But the camera is so jittery. Very similar feeling camera as Raccoon Adventure. It's like they hired the same cameraman who's on their 12th cup of coffee this morning. It's horrendous. The car selection isn't bad, and I had a fine time with it. Most of the things I'm saying would not matter to a younger player who spent their hard-earned 11 cents on it. This is the kind of game my 5-year-old self would play and be fine spending countless hours on. There's like no load times, and there's a clear goal. And honestly, if young me could sit through watching SpongeBob on Game Boy Advance, I could play anything. 11 cents, decently spent, pass. Following elevator, hyper-casual, demolition, escape, survival game. 5 cents. Thank you very much. This is a game where you can control a falling elevator. This has a crappy mobile game feel where you try to dodge obstacles and get the elevator to the bottom without exploding. I play this every time I get onto an actual elevator. I'm not gonna lie here. I did play it for a suspiciously long time, but that doesn't mean it's fun. If anything, that means I'm brain dead. But honestly, for all it's worth, it's not unplayable like Raccoon Adventure. I'd consider coughing up 5 cents for it. Next is the Zombie Smasher Dead Apocalyptic Killer Car Driving and Simulations game for 13 cents. Let's smash some zombies! How the frick do I move? Let's try restarting the game. Nothing! Only the B button works to start a match. And no other buttons work. I've tried multiple controllers, I've tried hardwiring, and nothing. This game is completely broken. Do not spend 13 cents on this horrible game. Drone Race Simulator Pilot Flight School Airplane Games Jet 2023. 9 cents please, thank you very much. Okay, this is super clunky. My main problem is the fact that this is a drone race simulator and there doesn't even seem to be any racing. Just timed levels where you need to run through these squares within a time limit it gives you, not race other drones. Remember how I said it was a simulator? Well, this is not even how a drone flies at all. Normally when you fly a drone, you'll have two sticks. The left stick controls where you fly horizontally, and the right stick controls the height and pan of the drone. Here, the left stick is correct, and the pan function on the right is correct, but the height is set by the back triggers on the controller. Whereas with a drone, you could set it with your right stick. Call me too skeptical, but this is inaccurate. Another silly design flaw is the UI, which is horribly low resolution, and the camera controls. I can't move the camera to see above or underneath me. The only thing this is simulating is a headache. But it was also 9 cents, so it's not that bad. Next, Freddy Spaghetti. This is our most expensive purchase at $1.19. I'm really breaking the budget here. We gotta try this out. Doesn't look too bad actually. The art style is unique and the shadows are pretty nice. The resolution and frame rate are decent too. This game feels very similar to the game I Am Bread, but here you play as a noodle of spaghetti. This game is fully voice acted and even has music. Just like I Am Bread, you are tasked with controlling a piece of food and painfully completing an objective, like getting to a certain checkpoint or a monotonous task. This game has you fling one side of the spaghetti at a time. You can hold the fling button and get an extra boost. G Fuel Spaghetti mode activated. It was fun at first. Then I was tasked to get the dumb soccer ball into the tiny dinky little net. This took what felt like forever. And after 7 long minutes of me running back and forth as a line of pasta, I finally did it. As the game progressed, I was actually intrigued. I thought the game was going to be a half-boiled game which had no effort. It turned out al dente. You can clearly tell there was some thought and care put into this incredibly cheap and memifiable game. They clearly took the quirky humor from similar physics-based games and brought it here. I played this for quite a while, and I actually recommend picking this up if you can get it for $1.19 or cheaper, just to help out the developers. Because, you know what? It wasn't bad. But last but not least, we have Jelly Adventure. 13 cents, very good. This game is very mobile gamey. The premise is simple. Hit the back bumper to change shape and go through the levels while collecting purple gems. All right, let's do it. This is boring. The only thing that's fun about this game is watching the block jiggle. But which one of these games would you pick up? Thank you for watching. Tell me which one you thought was the dumbest. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. See ya.